I do want to clarify a few things. One, in some of the statements that Mr. Leet made, he talked about 3 schools where the principal had not been removed and that their test scores were worse. Those 3 schools had new principals, every one of them. The most the principal had been there was 5 months. And the score on the diagnostic review was actually lower in Fleming County than it was in those 3 schools. However, just in the last hour or so, I've had communication from the State Department of Education, and because of Mr. Leet and because of the outpouring of the community, I think that we're willing to give Mr. Leet 1 more year.
Because our job is whenever a student comes into high school, when they leave, they're ready for college or they're ready for a career. 45.3% of our seniors last year were college ready. We ended with 81.5% college and career ready compared to the state's 60.8. We were 20.1 points above the state average on college and career readiness. And of course, we were above the state average on graduate. So 3 out of those 5, we're above the state average. That's not saying we don't have work to do. We do. And I talked to Mr. Hamm. We're going to put a plan together. We've got one going this year to address the achievement gap. And I feel like that's going to move forward.
It's the best decision for me at this point to, and I believe that our school district is in, as hurtful as it's been, I think it's in better shape than it has been for a while. And I think we're poised to go forward now very well. To Mike Ishmael, the chair, and members of the Fleming County Board of Education, when I accepted the position as superintendent of Fleming County Schools less than 2 years ago, I felt incredibly honored and humbled that you would trust me to return and lead your school district. In these 2 years, we have faced many obstacles and been required to make many difficult decisions in order to weather this time of decreasing revenues and increasing demands. Through all of those difficult times, our employees and citizens have true to form accepted the challenge and stayed focused on our mission of serving our kids. From the beginning, I have intended to fulfill the 4-year commitment that I made to you in August of 2012. However, I've recently been forced to pause and acknowledge the effect that the demands of this job have had on my health. And after much prayer and consideration, it has become clear to me that to continue in this position for another year would not only be unwise, but it would also be the wrong thing to do for the kids of Fleming County. Therefore, I'm tendering my resignation as superintendent effective on June 30th, 2014. I appreciate the support this board has given me and the confidence that each of you have expressed in the work that I've done here in Fleming County. I equally appreciate the many comments I've received from staff and community members who have expressed their appreciation for the work that we have done during this time. Fleming County is a very special place, and I have every reason to expect that it will continue the journey of becoming one of the most outstanding school districts in our state. I will always be hoping and praying for tremendous success for Fleming County. Signed, Thomas Price. Thank you all.